Hey guys, welcome back to the land of books and movies. This week, guess what? I am bringing you a bookless movie that I can't seem to make heads or tails of. Is this a feminist piece, a body horror, a black comedy, combination of all three? It really does go where movies usually don't, and it's called Teeth. Meet Dawn. She's a good Christian girl and a chastity cheerleader. And when her mouth says no, the rest of her says, I'm being serious. Don't even think about it. Because she has a row of razor sharp teeth below the belt. You know how garden variety disaster movies, there are frequent occurrences of said disasters? Twister is a prime example of this. Every time our friends here turn around, there's another tornado. In Teeth, every time Dawn turns around, there's a guy being a grabby douchebag. And for a movie about that, it's not as explicit as I thought it would be as far as sex scenes and body content. The dick biting is illustrated with cartoon chomp sounds. I kid you not, the same cartoon chomping sounds from old cartoons such as Looney Tunes. So, it all starts out with Toby, the fellow Promise Club member. When they first meet, she's already dreaming of her wedding night with him, and apparently so is he. Things get out of hand while at the local swimming hole. She says no, he says why not. They scuffle. Then we hear that cartoon chomp sound, and he starts blubbering, and things go from bad to worse. He jumps off a cliff, and when Dawn sees why, she does some research. Next is Dr. Godfrey, whom Dawn consults after she's done her homework as to why Toby was found at the bottom of a ravine, but his severed ween was found where he left it. Anyway, the doc gets really unprofessional, and we hear that cartoon chomp, and then he's screaming and staring at his finger stumps as Dawn runs away. And now she knows she has the upper hand, pun fully intended. Next is Ryan. Dawn lets her guard down and goes backsies on her purity until marriage promise and hooks up with him. And it's in this moment that she learns she won't bite someone who isn't causing her distress. Until they do. Dawn overhears Ryan on the phone with a friend bragging about winning the bet they'd had over, that he could get with her. So she re-engages with him. We hear that cartoon chomping sound, and I think you get it by now. After this, Dawn finds out that her mom was admitted to the hospital, and she passes away from a heart attack before Dawn could get to her. On her way in to find her mother, we see Dawn's last two attackers in the hospital for reattachments, with one of the surgeons making a smart-ass comment about Ryan's size hardly seeming worth it. As it turns out, Dawn's stepbrother Brad was there, but he brushed off the emergency because he was busy with company. Dawn's stepbrother is a douchebag. He is an unemployed waste of space pothead who passes his peen around like a basket of dinner rolls. Do you know where this is going yet? So anyway, Dawn's mother passed away, and her stepfather tries to send the douchebag packing, but he sicks his dog on him and it mauls him. So now it is up to Dawn to balance the books here. She makes herself pretty and approaches Brad for a pity lay. He goes along with it like the idiot that he is, and we hear that cartoon chomping sound, and as a gruesome finale, she lets him see what she's done just before the dog comes along, and do you really need me to tell you? Now, without parents and the start of a criminal record, Dawn hits the road to start a new life somewhere else. Getting a blown out bike tire has her resort to hitchhiking with this gross old fossil with a real toy box killer vibe. We don't need to be afraid for Dawn. She isn't. And that is all for Teeth. Thank you for joining me once again. Please help me keep on keeping on with your comments, likes, shares, and subscribes if you haven't yet. Check out those affiliates in the description, and I'll see you next book and movie.